What's up guys, it's your boy Sceptile here bringing you another tier list video. You guys seem to be enjoying these, so I'm back with another one. This one's going to be different from the other ones I've done though. The other ones I've been ranking music from Pokemon. This time, I'm going to just be ranking Pokemon Mega Evolutions. Every single Mega Evolution that exists, I'm here to rank them. So I'm going to scroll down. They are all here. I'm not sure if you can see them on screen, but I'm going to scroll back up so you can see this part, and eventually they'll all be up there. So I think without further ado, let's just jump in and start ranking these. So first up, let's start with Mega Abomasnow. Honestly, I think that's D tier. Because first of all, 4 times weakness, it's still slow, it doesn't really get that powerful. I don't know, I feel like that's still D tier. Also, before I continue, I feel like I should probably explain, I'm going to be ranking these based on, there's not just going to be one factor, they're going to be based on their power level, how I feel about them, and their design, and numerous other factors. So it's not just competitive use. It could be like, maybe a Pokemon's not that competitively viable, but I like the look of it. It might go a little bit higher on the list. But anyway, let's continue. So, okay, let's go with, maybe we'll go in order for now. Maybe we'll jump around later. Mega Absol. Okay, so this one, I would like Mega Absol a lot more if they changed his typing, because the thing is, they added the wings and stuff, and a lot of people thought that they'd make him Fairy type, which was the new type in 6th gen, and that would have been cool, but they didn't do that. So I'm not going to put it in D tier because it's not a terrible legendary. Mega. I think that's just a C tier. It's not really good, but I think that's a C tier. That's a C tier. Okay, Mega Aerodactyl. So this is something I thought at first when I saw the design, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like it. It looks kind of, I thought all the black parts kind of looked really weird on it. So, and I've grown to like it. It's pretty cool. That's a C tier. Let's see. Let's jump around a little bit. Mega Gyarados. This is a good one. I like Mega Gyarados a lot. I think that's A tier because they didn't just go with the generic and make him Water Dragon. They actually gave him like a unique typing. His design is pretty cool. His attack stat is massive. So yeah, I think that's an A tier. And I still haven't decided if I'm going to put anything straight into S tier or move it to A and then rank. I think, yeah, I'll do it. I'll put things in A through D, and at the end I'll move them to S if I think that they deserve that. Mega Autono, D tier. Trash. I don't like it at all. I've never used a Mega Autono, and I don't think I ever will. It's a waste of a Mega. Let's see. Mega Houndoom. Also pretty disappointing. Yeah, there's not really much point in using a Mega Houndoom. It's just not that great. And the design, like, it added some, like kind of some gauntlets to it, but like really it's not super appealing design anyway. And again, remember, these are my opinions. If you guys disagree, that's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion as well. So don't get too offended if I say something that you don't agree with. Mega Camerupt. Okay, so this one's a little difficult because the design is actually pretty cool. And his attack is, it's so slow. So like and yes, I get like it's supposed to be slow and like powerful, but I just don't like it. I don't like the fact that it's slow, but the design is really, I really like the design, and I think that's enough to get it a C tier for me, I think. Yeah, I can get a C tier. Okay. Now, let's see. Mega Blastoise. So this is one with a really cool and unique design. It's just not that powerful, but I don't see it on the level of these. It's not up there in A tier. I feel like that's a B tier because it's not super competitively viable. I believe it's only in, I think it's in RU, so it's not in, it's like not really too competitively viable, but you can, in that tier, you can use it pretty well. So, and because of that, and the way its design looks, it's really nice with the huge Hydro Cannon on its back with the 2 on its arms. I like that. So that gets a B tier. Mega Alakazam. See, this one's cool because I like the way that they have like the spoons floating and stuff. I think that is and it's powerful too. It's a very strong, it's a good competitive OU Pokemon. I think that can go into A tier as well. Mega Manectric. This is one that I've actually grown to like a lot. I really like this one. I think is really cool. I think he's UU. I think he goes alongside Blastoise. I love the design, like the way that the lightning bolt is on his back. And I love the way he gets intimidated as his ability. It's really fitting. But yeah, I think he goes along with Blastoise. His design's cool. He is in UU. He could probably make it up there in A, but I think he just misses the cut. He's a really good B tier, but I think he does just miss out on the cut. All right. Mega Garchomp. So this is something, when I first saw Mega Garchomp, I thought it was a really, really cool design. I love the way they added the scythes to his arms, but what ruined it for me is that they removed 10 points from his base speed when he Mega Evolves. And I really don't like when Pokemon get slower when they Mega Evolve. It's just, I don't like when they take away, they're Mega Evolving. What's the point of taking away from their stats? You shouldn't lower any of their stats. Like, leave it the same, fine, but don't decrease it. And so, because of that, I think Mega Garchomp gets a C tier. Actually, okay, because I like the design, it gets a B tier. Honestly, if it didn't lose those 10 points in speed, it'd be up in A. But that gets C, because it's just, I hate the way that they take away from his speed. I don't use it because of that. I'd rather use a Life Orb Garchomp than use Mega, because it's like, why would I just give away those 10 points of speed for no reason? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, moving on. Mega Diancie, a very forgettable, like very, in my opinion, kind of useless legendary. I don't think I've ever touched a Mega Diancie, even in Pokemon Showdown. Because of that gets a D tier. The design is interesting, but it's like, they introduced Diancie, but there's like never really like a good way to get it. Like, Diancie was one of those with like Hoopa and Volcanion, where it was just like handed out in like an event. And so because of that, I think that just, I don't know, there's just not that much like tie into it. Like, I don't really feel anything for it. I'm not like, oh yeah, Mega Diancie's so cool. Nah, man, like, that's just Anyway, let's move on to Mega Gengar. See, Mega Gengar was really cool. Is actually really cool, is what I'm trying to say. His shiny is also really cool. I love the Mega Gengar shiny, because regular Gengar, his shiny is super similar to his regular color, but if you Mega Evolve it, it becomes white. It looks super cool. And so originally in Gen 6, I wasn't too fond of Mega Gengar, because it took away the Levitate ability, which Gengar used to have. But then when Gen 7 came and regular Gengar didn't even have that anymore, that made Mega Gengar all the more better, because it's like you weren't going to have Levitate on your Gengar anyway. And with this thing's amazing stats and what you can do with Shadow Tag, I think that gets A tier. And it's an Uber as well, so I think it deserves that. Ampharos, this is another one of those slow Pokemon. It kind of just got... oh wait, did I just move something? No, that's still supposed to be there. I didn't... No, that's fine. But I feel like Mega Ampharos is one of those ones where they just like... They took it and they just tagged... they tacked on Dragon type to it. And they just like thought that would make it cooler. I've always thought Ampharos is pretty cool. But I don't really use Mega Ampharos. It's kind of one of those forgettable legendaries. But I do think the design is pretty cool. It makes it look super like legendary, like not legendary Pokemon, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it has a really cool design. So I'm gonna put that in C tier. Let's see. Mega Altaria. I like Mega Altaria. I like the way that it sticks with that cotton design. It gets that huge cotton ball in the back. It's a nice bulky legendary, but if you get a few Dragon Dances, you can sweep with it too. So I think that's a solid B tier legendary. Or not, I keep saying legend, Mega. But yeah, I like Mega Altaria a lot. So that gets a solid B tier for me. Okay. Let's move on to Mega Heracross. See, Mega Heracross has a buku amazingly high attack stat. But it's, again, one of those legendaries or Megas like Garchomp, where they cut its speed when it Mega Evolves. It's not really fast to begin with, but it becomes even slower when you Mega Evolve it. And I would use Heracross or Mega Heracross if it was faster, but because it's slow, even that high attack stat isn't enough to get it up. The high attack stat isn't enough to make it too competitively viable. I think that one also gets a C tier for me. But honestly, I'm never fond of his design either. So that's why if he had a cooler design, maybe B. But I don't like the way that he has this long Pinocchio nose, and it's just, I don't like it at all. So sadly, Mega Heracross gets a C tier. Mega Banette, easy D tier for me. I don't use Mega Banette. probably won't use Mega Banette. It's just it's slow. I get like you can use Prankster and stuff. You can use Destiny Bond and all that, but I don't really see the point in really spending time using a Mega Banette. And yeah, again, the speed stat, it's just the slow Pokemon don't really appeal to me, so that's why it gets a D tier. Okay, let's move on to some of these other ones. Let's get some higher ranking ones. Mega Salamence. That's an easy A tier. I love the way that Mega Salamence looks. The ways that they like formed his wing into one, and then they made that like crescent. That is super cool. Yeah, that's an easy A tier. That's an Uber as well. Super powerful, legendary, great design. That gets A tier any day of the week. Mega Blaziken, that's another A tier right there. And remember, I'm not putting anything to S tier yet. That'll be later. Another easy A tier because honestly, they take everything about regular Blaziken and they just amp it up. They don't even need to change much. They just add a few points into each of his stats. Amazing Pokemon instantly. Speed boost, Swords Dance, or bulk up, you're sweeping teams with that. And that's why it deserves Uber, and that's why I put A tier for it. It's a very, very, very good legendary. It's not legendary. Why do I keep saying Mega? I keep calling these things legendary. I don't mean to. Medicham, kind of a disappointing Mega. I'm not gonna lie. I wish that it was. I know even regular Medicham has pure power, so Mega Medicham is not really adding much to the table. I never really use it. The design's not really all that. D tier. Honestly, just D tier. Mega Glalie, also D tier. I actually don't like the design at all. Like I know they were going for like when he Mega Evolves, his jaw busts open. That's weird. I don't like that at all. Honestly, I feel like that's kind of unsettling. D tier. Not that strong either. Pretty frail. Mega Aggron. Actually a very interesting one. I don't know what I feel. I've never really used it too much. I don't really know how I feel about it. It's a very how do I say this? Interesting legend. It loses the rock type with Mega Evolve, so it loses some of the 4x weaknesses, and it becomes extremely bulky, especially with its filter ability. I think that's C tier. I don't use it too much, but it's a pretty decently usable Pokemon. I just don't use it personally because it's in lower tier, but I can see how you could be fond of Mega Aggron. That's why it's not D tier like these guys, but it's not really up to B tier either. Mega Beedrill, I want to put that in A tier. I'm going to put B tier just because it's frail, but I love that they actually took a Route 1 Pokemon like Beedrill, gave him a Mega, made him competitively viable, and that's why he gets B tier. I'm just going to put him at the top of B tier. I really, really want to put him into A tier, but just because he's so frail, I can't. He has to stay in B tier. Okay, next up, let's take Mega Sceptile. Honestly, Sceptile was one of my favorite starters, and I really wish that they would make Mega Sceptile way more viable than they did, but just giving him Grass Dragon gives him that 4x weakness. Lightning Rod, not a super useful ability. I wish they had done more with it because of his design, and I love design. I love that he got a Mega. He gets B tier, but I wish he was powerful enough to get A tier. Sadly, he just doesn't make that cut. But let's see. What do I want to do next? Mega Metagross. Easy A tier as well. When Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out and you got that gift shiny Beldum, when you finally got to evolve that thing to Metagross, especially when you got to Mega Evolve it, this thing is so god dang cool. And I also love the thing that they do where when it's shiny Mega Evolves, it inverts the colors. So in the middle, you see how right here it has the yellow X on it. So when it's shiny, the shiny has that regular color all over it. But when it Mega Evolves, it gets a blue X right there. So it takes the original Metagross color and it fits it into the shiny Mega, and then the regular Mega takes the shiny color and puts it into. So I really like the way that they balance out like that. So and especially with Tough Claws. Super powerful Pokemon. Uber, I love Mega Metagross a lot. Okay. Mega Sableye. Probably saw this coming. D tier. I would never use a Mega Sableye. I just don't see the point. If you're gonna use Sableye, just use regular Sableye. What's the point of wasting your Mega on Mega Sableye? I don't see a point in it. Doesn't really improve the Pokemon to make it much better. That gets D tier. Sorry. Let's see, what else? Let's go with Sharpedo. So Sharpedo, I think Sharpedo goes alongside Mega in C tier because the design is really cool and I like the concept of it, but it's kind of disappointing because it doesn't get that much more powerful. And like, I remember when I played Oris, I really wanted to use a Mega Sharpedo in my team, but I'm pretty sure you don't get the Mega Stone for it until like post game. So I was like, I wanted to use this during my playthrough, but it was a post-game Mega, so like how was I supposed to use it? And also, it's just like regular Sharpedo, still very frail, lots of weaknesses, so it gets C tier for me. Scizor, boom, A tier. That's at the top of A tier. I love Scizor so much, very bulky. I mean, you can tell from my freaking channel name, dude. Like, my channel name is Sceptile. Like, Scizor is like one of my favorite Pokemon, especially Mega Scizor. Design is super cool. I love the way that they like give him like it looks like he has like armor on him. If you get this, you can get a bulky set, Swords Dance, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Roost. This thing is amazing. I love it so much. That's A tier. I'm tempted to just toss it instantly into S tier. Yeah, I know we're doing that. Okay, that already has its spot secured in it. No, okay, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, it's an A tier for now, but I really want to put it in S tier. Okay, let's continue with some of these other ones. Mega Kangaskhan. This one might surprise some of you guys, but I'm gonna put that in B tier. Not A tier because like I love the concept of the way that like the baby jumps out. He gets like the parental bond and he hits twice. It's just I wish they did more with him. He is really just one of those Pokemon where because he's Uber, you don't really get to use him too much. And he's just a normal type as well, so his only stab moves aren't super effective against anything else. I really love the concept of Mega Kangaskhan. It just doesn't do it for me, so he stays in B tier. Okay, let's go with a Mega Gallade. This is one that I was really excited about. I love Mega Gallade a lot. Again, it's one where it's not super competitively viable, or like it's not competitively viable enough to get to A tier, but I love its design, and so I think that gets a higher up B tier because its design is really cool. It like the crest on its head looks super cool. So yeah, Mega Gallade gets a solid B spot. Mega Charizard X. I cannot tell you how excited I was when they revealed Mega Charizard X. All these years, Charizard was the false dragon, okay? It was fire flying, but everyone was like, why is he not dragon? He looks like a dragon. And finally, when X and Y was released and they came out with Mega Charizard X, people lost it, okay? This thing, just look at it. Black with blue all over it with blue flames. This thing looks amazing, coupled with the Tough Claws ability, Flare Blitz, Outrage, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake. You are destroying things with this. Sure, it's a little frail, and Stealth Rocks can hurt it before it Mega Evolves, but if you get this thing at the right time, pop a Dragon Dance, you can sweep teams. And that coupled with the awesome design, that gets A tier for me. I've always been very fond of Mega Charizard X. And while we're on the topic of Mega Charizards, let's look at Mega Charizard Y. A lot of people kind of overlooked Mega Charizard Y, but this thing is actually really, really good. And it's for a couple reasons. One, Drought. With the Drought ability, its fire attacks are literally going to do so much, and water attacks are going to be cut in half. Okay, so whereas Mega Charizard X, naturally, it'll be neutral to water attacks because of its dragon typing, this thing will essentially, while the Drought is up, resist water attacks. And on top of that, the Drought powers up its fire moves. You're going to be doing a lot of damage. Nothing wants to, even a water type doesn't want to switch into this thing's Fire Blast or Flamethrower. It can flinch things with Air Slash. It can even you can run Dragon Pulse for Mega Charizard X. And you can even run Solar Beam because of your Drought. You're getting free turn Solar Beams on water types. Mega Swampert, not a problem because you have Solar Beam. So honestly, Mega Charizard Y, its design honestly pretty cool. Like the way that the wings are ripped and stuff. Some people would rank Mega Charizard Y lower, but I think that it earns the spot alongside Mega Charizard X. Because it gets a cool design, it stays true to the Charizard Fire Flying, and it's still very competitively viable. So solid A tier for me. Now let's go look at Mega Slowbro. This is another one of those Pokemon where I get that yeah it's Mega, it's cool, but honestly you could just run Mega Slowbro or like regular Slowbro and it wouldn't make a difference. I've never used Mega Slowbro, probably won't use it either, and it's just I don't see the point in using it, so that could C tier for me. Let's see. Mega Venusaur, also a very good Mega. I hope that these are still staying on screen. Because of the way that I have my OBS cropped, hopefully these are still appearing on screen. But you know, I'll probably start like adding them to the front so you can see them. It'll be fine once I put things in S tier. But anyway, I'm off track. But Mega Venusaur can be with its thick fat ability, it's able to take on, or it's able to eat hits from fire and ice types. If you get Leech Seed, Toxic, Synthesis, Giga Drain, that's a great set to just stall out an opponent. And I love that they actually took Venusaur, a Pokemon that was not competitively viable at all, and they gave him an ability and stats that allowed him to do so. That's why I like when Mega Evolution can take a Pokemon which you would never use otherwise and ramp it up. Like Charizard is literally in PU, which is the lowest. It's just above PU, which is the lowest tier. Other than CU, but we don't count CU. Okay, we don't think about it. They take Charizard, which is a Pokemon that's not competitively viable at all, and they put him into OU with these two amazing Mega Evolutions. That's why I like that. They take Pokemon like Metagross, which is I'm pretty sure Metagross is in like RU. They take him up and put him into Ubers. I love when Mega Evolutions do this. Okay. Anyway, I'm off track. Mega Latios and Mega Latias. Honestly, I don't like the way that they just made their... I hate the way that they just made their designs. I don't know which one's Latios and Latias. I don't know which one's Latios and which one's Latias right here. Because their Mega Evolutions look literally the exact same. Why did you do that? Why would you make them have Mega Evolutions that look... I know that they have different stats, but why would you make them look exactly the same? I just don't get it. I'm not really fond of the design. Like, I get the way that one is red, one is blue, you mix the colors, you get purple, but why would you make both of them purple? Why don't you keep them unique? It's like, literally, what's the... Like, I can't tell if this is the Latios or if this is the Latias. And, like, I don't care to know because I feel like they were just so lazily designed. And, if not for the designs, I would put them in B tier, but because, actually... Yeah, because I don't like the designs... I don't know how I should say this. Look, okay, they get B tier. I was about to throw them in C tier, but they because of their stats, they get B tier. Maybe if they had cooler designs with those stats, I would put them in A. But because of the way that it is, I don't think that they deserve an A tier. So sorry, though. Mega Latias and Mega Latios get a solid B tier. Mega Lucario. Now, Mega Lucario was that one. This was the first Mega that if you played X and Y, this is the first Mega that you ever got to use. And let me tell you, seeing this Pokemon Mega evolve for the first time was the coolest thing ever because it looks so... I don't even know like the word. It's like I used Legendary earlier with this. It's just like it looks like this Lucario has been through some stuff. He looks like a freaking like a Super Saiyan, a Master. Like, dude, I don't even watch Dragon Ball if that's what that's from. But he looks so cool. His design is amazing. I don't care if he's a little frail or whatever. He gets A tier. I'm going to start putting everything up here because I don't know if they're going to get pushed off screen. I'm going to start putting them to the left right here. But dude, his design is so cool. Yeah, he's frail, but dude, he can destroy. His attack stats are amazing. He's in Ubers for a reason, so he gets a solid A tier for me. Mega Gardevoir. This is one that wasn't really super fond of. I liked the way that they added Fairy type, but then again, that's with regular Gardevoir too. The shiny is pretty cool, but yeah, and you can competitively use Gardevoir. It's definitely very competitively viable. I think it can go into B tier. I don't think it makes A tier for me. I can put it into B. Okay, see, the thing is, I want you guys to be able to see them, because I don't know if this is going off screen. I'll just put it here for now, whatever. Hopefully you guys can see that. Anyway, moving on. Megalopunny. I like this one. They took a Pokemon that had no competitive viability. They added in fighting type, gave it a ton of speed, a ton of attack. This thing hits like a truck. Easy A tier for me, or B tier for me, sorry. Easy B tier. So Megalopunny gets B tier. Mega Mawile. This is a Mega I was never really too fond of. And I know that it can be very strong. I put it in D tier. I don't use it. It's too slow for me. Too many things can check it very easily. So for that, because it's so slow, anything can come in and revenge kill it. So that's why I just put it in D tier. Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y. Oh my goodness. These things are pretty cool. I actually don't know if I'm going to rank them in different spots. Okay, let me think about this. So Mega Mewtwo Y is like it's like the thing with Mega X and Mega Y. The Mega X strays from the original and goes in a completely different direction, but the Mega Y stays true to the original. Like this one's still pure psychic special attacker, but the Mega X becomes a physical attacker and gets fighting type, which I thought is a really unique take on Mega Mewtwo. And honestly, I think they both get A tier. I don't think I can put it any other way. I think they both get A tier. Hold up, you need to be at the top of A tier. They both definitely get solid A tiers. So yeah, I think these have definitely got. I'm pretty sure you can't see the Charizards and Venusaur on screen anymore, but you'll be able to see them once I move them and once I start moving these to S tier. So Mega Rayquaza, honestly, instantly S tier. I don't even need to put it in A tier and have to put it up to S tier because honestly, this design is godlike. This design is so cool. Okay, it is a very deserving, very amazing design for a Mega Rayquaza, okay? Not only is Rayquaza already in Ubers, you add Mega to it, it's literally not even in Ubers anymore. It's so powerful, it has its own tier. You can only use this thing in Anything Goes. You can't use it in Ubers, it's that powerful. On top of that, because this thing Mega Evolves from just knowing a move, which already has 120 base power, you can put items on it too. All these other Mega Pokemon, no other Mega, these Megas, they all need their Mega Stones. This Mega doesn't need a Mega Stone. It Mega Evolves by knowing Dragon Ascent, which already has 120 base power. Dragon Dance, Dragon Ascent, Earthquake, Extreme Speed, throw Life Orb on there. Nothing is living. I don't even need to put this thing in A tier. It is instantly S tier. This is literally the best Mega ever. I mean, you might not get to use it that much because of that, because it's so overpowered. But just because it's overpowered, that's why this thing is automatically S tier. You can't tell me otherwise. Mega Rayquaza is an S tier legendary Pokemon. Or S tier Mega Pokemon. I don't know why I keep saying, I mean, it is legendary too. It is actually legendary. But yeah, that's easily an A tier. I don't know how else to say it. There's no other way you can cut it. Easily S tier. I think I just said A. S tier. Anyway, Mega Pidgeot. So this one's cool. It's like Beedrill. I like the way that they took a Pokemon from Route 1 and they made it competitively viable. I don't think it gets B tier because it's not as good as some of the Pokemon I have up there. And the design isn't too amazing. Like, honestly, they could have done better. I think it's C tier. Mega Steelix. See, Mega Steelix, I love that it has good defense, but other than that, it doesn't really do too much. So I think Mega Steelix also gets a D tier. Mega Tyranitar. Design is kind of cool. I was hoping a lot more from it because regular Tyranitar is already really good. I'm sure you already know this set, but if you take regular Tyranitar with the Sandstream ability and give it an Assault Vest, it will literally, and I've tested this, it won't even get two-shot by an Aura Sphere from a Mega Mewtwo Y. Okay? I was battling one of my friends in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon the other day. I used a Tyranitar, Sandstream, and an Assault Vest. Okay? He used Aura Sphere from a Mega Mewtwo Y, which is 4 times effective, and it didn't even do half. So I wish that there was like more of a reason to use Mega Tyranitar. I feel like he kind of just gets used for utility. I'm gonna put him in C tier, and I think that's as far as I can put him. I don't think I can put him much higher. I think that's what he gets. All right. So, now we are down to our final two. Mega Swampert. Slow. That's the one thing I have to say. It is slow. I wish it wasn't this slow. That's just my issue with it. It is very slow. It's a slow Pokemon. And I think it can only land C tier. I know it's more competitively viable than Sceptile, but I mean, no. Okay, the thing is, I love its design though. Okay, it lands B tier for me just because of its design, and it has good stats. But because of that speed, it can't make A tier. That's why. Okay, and Mega Pinsir, the Aerialate, Quick Attack, Sword Stance. I love that meta a lot. Again, the design could have been cooler. They really just took him and added wings. I wish they'd done more with him, more of a design shift, but they really didn't. So I'm debating if he gets B or C tier. It's hard for me to decide. I don't know which one I should put him in. I think he can get C tier. I don't think he just misses out on B tier because of that lazy design. I don't even want to call it lazy, but it's like they could have done better with it. They really didn't. Okay, now it's time for us to decide our S tiers. So, I don't know if you guys can actually even see the full tier list. I don't want to open up OBS and like block the screen. I'm not going to do that right now. But let's see what I want to put into S tier. Okay, the Mega Mewtwo's, they're very strong. I think they definitely make S tier. I don't think Gyarados makes it. The Charizards and Venusaur don't make it. I don't think Metagross makes it. Salamence could make it. That's possible. Mega Scizor, because it's so cool. I don't think I could. I really want to put it in S tier because it's my favorite, but I'm not going to do it because that's really biased. Mega Gengar can stay here. I think Mega Salamence definitely makes it up there because Salamence itself is already really powerful, and then when you throw a Mega on it, yeah, that gets S tier. I think Mega Blaziken can even make it because the fact that regular Blaziken is Ubers, and then when you even put Mega Blaziken on top of that, I feel like that also can get S tier. I think the rest of these guys can remain in A tier. Let me see if any of these guys want to move up to A. I think that's our S tier up there, though. I don't think anything else really goes up there. Let's see. These are definitely B tiers. Yeah, okay. These are B tiers for sure. Honestly, I think I'm gonna put Mega Beedrill up into A tier. I think Mega Beedrill deserves it. Honestly, yeah. I think Mega Beedrill is very deserving of that A tier spot. So, I think that this is our final tier list for all of the Mega Pokemon that are in the game as of the release of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Obviously, I'm making this video in 2019. Sword and Shield hasn't been released yet as of the moment that I'm making this. I mean, there are not going to be any Megas in there either. That's kind of a bummer. All these Pokemon will not be in Gen 8. Hopefully something changes about that. I don't know. But for now, with every single Mega Pokemon we have, that's actually crazy. I didn't even know we had this many. But yeah, this is all of the Mega Pokemon that are in the game ranked. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please be sure to go ahead and smash that like button. I will see you guys in the next episode. It has been your boy, ssbm, and peace out.